You know what make person talk? Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he dey hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman pikin dey the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you laugh. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, my people make you shout. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come, man of the masses. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, Mayegun diary politico. Oh yo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làwọn tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun diary.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you, wherever you are watching from. Thanks for joining me, and this is Mayegun live. So share the broadcast, invite your friends, and tell me if this audio is perfect. I changed my microphone, so I want to know if it's working.
Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun diary.
So share the broadcast, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. Tell them that Mayegun today. Let's do that.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Share this broadcast and invite your friends, like I said. And as we wait for others to join us, let me quickly give you an update on the planned fundraiser for that we call the legal aid for Oloye Sunday Igboho, as well as other Yoruba activists being persecuted by Nigeria, either in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. So I told you, I said I was going to go and look into options. I mean, platforms that are indeed safe for us to raise funds from, on. And it is kind of coming back to the same thing we know. So these are the following things I figured out that we're going to use. We are going to use GoFundMe, okay? Many people are worried that, they reported the fundraiser and shut down the GoFundMe. Well, maybe or maybe not. But the good thing about GoFundMe is this. All over the world, everyone can see who give what, how much is raised, how much, and who, you know what I mean? Now, if it should ever get shut down, the good thing about it is that every penny you donated will be refunded back to everybody. So that is safe, okay? The other one is called the Just Giving. Just Giving is also very straightforward to contribute and donate, and at the same time, for everybody to see. So there is no, secret underhand dealing. I transfer this, I don't want to get myself involved in all of those entanglements. So I figured out that GoFundMe to start with. The second one, or let me just say the third one, which is not kind of, I don't know how this works because I've never really used it, is that Bitcoin. It is also safe. It cannot be shut down. It cannot be blocked or whatsoever. And indeed, as I have been told, it is also another safer platform that we're going to use. The reason for all of this is that I offered, when my friends asked, I offered to spearhead this. And if we want to do it, we should do it right. We should do it right enough that every paper trail, every digital trail that we need to let everybody who is involved to have enough confidence in what they are getting involved in should be used. The other one is the PayPal of the Diaspora Radio International. That is optional. So as we speak, we are going to use GoFundMe to start with. Then we are also going to use Bitcoin source to raise this fund. These two sources, or let me say these two sources are the confirmed one for now. And I may roll that out any moment from now. But before I do, there are other things I'm working on. The material that will go into that fundraiser, because it is not just to say, please give us money. Let's make it a petition that detailed why and what purpose. Enough that when you are reading it, even if you are not able to make any contribution, you will be at least feel good enough to share it to everybody. We will tell Igbo's story. He is not a criminal. And I welcome everybody to join us. It is open. Every process that goes after that will be shared publicly. I thought I should give you that update. However, let's go to Ibadan. You have all heard about what happened in Ibadan today. Insecurity in Nigeria, insecurity everywhere, comes in different shapes, size, and forms. But if you look critically at the source of insecurity in Nigeria, at the same time the beneficiary of the insecurity in Nigeria, you will not be looking too far. You will be looking at your politicians. The desperate criminals who have all the resources in the world to detect and prevent any sort of crime, because that's what they were paid to do in the first place. When politicians take office, they swear to an oath of office that they called, we will stand and protect and defend the integrity, the interest, the safety, blah, 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 of the people who gave us this mandate. But the moment they drop that ceremony, it's a different ball game. That is why politicians who have the chance, who have the resources to combat all crimes, I mean, even prevent them from happening before they happened at all, they ended up weaponizing the criminality in that country because it works for them. Look at the defense of Nigeria today. The defense budget of Nigeria, if you read it on paper as it is, and you picture what it could do, and then you realize, I mean, then you picture, let me say, you are faced with the reality, then you can tell yourselves that indeed, Nigeria is a joke. That's what they have made Nigeria. They spent trillions to defend your borders, well, to protect you, according to them. But rather than protect you, do you have more influx of terrorists from all borders of Nigeria? Something happened in Oyo State that was brought to limelight 2 years ago. The influx of Fulani terrorists from other West Africa country crossing into Oyo State. It was the Oyo State governor that raised the alarm. Now, since the security budget in Nigeria and the security architecture in Nigeria is a joke, then the liberty of your safety should possibly rest in the local leaders, starting with your governors. Yorubas came and they said, well, we are not going to say that the security architecture of Nigeria has collapsed, but we are just going to say that we have an option of protecting ourselves, and they call it Amotekun, to showcase the vulnerability of Nigeria. Amotekun was never made to act as it was meant to be. They were made the paper tigers. Amotekun were supposed to at least be the Yoruba style of, local policing, where everybody knows everyone, where crimes can be prevented before they happen. Yeah? And for those who have invaded Yorubaland from any part of Africa, committing crime whatsoever, yeah, for them to ensure that they are either apprehended or they are completely chased out. Amotekun became paper tiger. The first encounter they had with a terrorist, they were forced to deny that they were terrorists. In fact, they were forced to apologize to the Fulani terrorists that they caught in Okeogun area back then. Now, cut the long story short, Oyo State and everywhere else is not safe. Your politicians are already gearing up for election. Of course, they are gearing up for election now. And since whatever they are looting, whatever they have brought upon Nigeria will likely not be enough for them to rig themselves or buy their way in their next election. Since it will take you almost 800 billion, if not 900 billion naira, to contest and run a successful presidential election in Nigeria, it will cost you nothing less than 200 to 250 billion naira to run for a successful governorship election, and just keep breaking it down. Then when you realize that the characters who are running for these offices, they have no means of, they have no real means of livelihood. They depend on what they can steal. If that is not enough, they will rob a bank. That's exactly what happened in Ibadan today. Amotekun, Opmesa, and every other kind of security that paraded everywhere, intimidating civilians, surveilling you, profiling you, looking for all of you who are asking for the Yorubas to defend themselves. It was from the pool of these rogues who had the opportunity of protecting you, but they choose not to. They choose to profile you. They went after Igbo. They killed innocent people. They continue to intimidate, to send people on the ground for asking for the safety and protection of Yorubaland. The governors can't talk because of what they call the political exigency. Today, 13 human beings were slaughtered by deadly armed criminals in Ibadan. This happened at Idiakwe. Idiakwe is somewhere you can call like the bank streets of Ibadan. They have a lot of banks in that part of Ibadan. And it is also a very, very busy route. It is also not far from the shooting range where the Nigerian police force always practice shooting and the rest of that in Ibadan. So these daredevil criminals who possibly have the backings of the same people that were supposed to protect you, they came to hijack a bullion van. In the process, they killed policemen, 2 policemen, and other civilians, 13 human beings slaughtered just like that. May Nigeria not happen to you. It's a general prayer, isn't it? Koiki recorded this.
So you just have to they came with mọ́tò agbowórin ni wọ́n gbé wá láti wá ṣọṣẹ́. You can see all Idiakwe currently. Obi Idiakwe ṣe rí currently. So arrest them now. Don't worry. Yes, Ottoman. That is Ottoman now. You can see how everywhere look like. See everywhere now. Báwo yẹn ló ti jáde yìí ẹ farabalẹ̀ náà. Báwo yẹn ló ti jáde yìí báyìí ló jáde yìí. Ṣé báwo yẹn ló ń fídíò yẹn kẹ́ ẹ ṣe máa ń ṣe kí ní báyìí. Ó náà mo ti kúrò mẹ́ ìgbà tó ń pariwo. Ẹ gbáriwo yín sílẹ̀. Èwo láriwo yín. Ẹ gbáriwo yín sílẹ̀. Báwo yẹn jáde ẹ gbáriwo yín sílẹ̀. Èwo láriwo yẹn. Ariwo tẹ́yìn gan pa ló máa ń kọ́. Tó bá jẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ àjọ ní nọ́mbà wa mọ̀ ọ́n. Tó bá jẹ́ mọ́tò tó ní nọ́mbà wa. Ariwo tẹ́yìn gan pa ló máa ń kiri. Ariwo yín tẹ̀ ń pa gan ni wàhálà. Ẹ mọ̀ dà wọn lò bí màmú tó mú wọn tán pariwo òfò. Ẹ wọ́n sọ fún mi pé iṣẹ́ kí n láwọn ṣe.
Very serious robbery now at Idiakwe. Cars that may pursue them has been hit. You can see car that may pursue them has been hit. See the bullion van. One of the cartridges. As you can see the cartridges. Policeman has been shot. As you can see the cartridges. The policeman has been shot. You can see the hillocks. Policeman has been shot. Policeman has been shot. This man was lucky he has escaped. He has escaped for his life. He has escaped with his life. He has escaped with his life. He has been shot. He has been shot. A policeman has been killed. Policeman has been shot. Calm down. Calm down. They are gone. You have escaped. Calm down. You have escaped. Calm down. You have escaped. You have escaped. You are the luckiest. You have escaped. You are the luckiest. You have escaped.
Ibadan today. And if you look at the close shot, this is a close shot. So that happened in Ibadan today. And many of the supposed innocent people who are just on that road, hacking their own living, trying to go back home safe. The road is not safe. If you are traveling from Lagos to Ibadan, you have to have it at the back of your mind that anything can happen. When you are now that the election is here, you are going to see more of this, so including kidnapping, sponsored kidnapping. You are going to see more of it. And that is something that should kind of make you think about Nigeria generally. People, you know, in a video, in fact, I think I should share that, in a video covered by Koiki Media. One of the commenters on the street was like, there's nothing they can do. It's like they are just doomed. This is Nigeria. You can just be going about your normal daily business, and a stray bullet can hit you, a thing can happen or something, you know, everything, you know. The robbers, they broke into that bullion van. They took the content of the bullion van, and there was no single police resistance. The policemen that were caught along the route, they shot and killed 2. The rest, they ran they scampered to safety. Some civilians, people who started using their own cars to chase them, some of them also got bullet wounds. While all these shootings were going on, innocent bystanders, Okada riders, these were people who are falling down from the bullet. So where are they going to take them to? Take them to the medical centers that are ill-equipped. Unfortunately, people were saying it in that video. Ambulance is coming. Don't worry, the ambulance is coming. That is how, in a snap, Nigeria can just happen to you. You are minding your business. You are just going about your normal life. You are doing your thing. You don't care and all that. And you see this dear devil who are coming to make life hell for you. Then you find out that they all have affiliation. They all have relationship with the politicians who are also going to sympathize with you. It is, I don't know, it's like explaining an horror movie. Sometimes it can just be so confusing, like, I don't understand. That is what Nigeria is. The point here is this. If to say the security of Nigeria and the security of everybody in part of Nigeria is not centralized into the hands of just one central government, whereby how you protect yourselves or defend yourselves or protect your communities are only decided, guaranteed, or approved by whoever is at the center. So every day, we all see the signs that prove to us that this Nigeria is unfairly forced together. Yorubas can coordinate and protect ourselves. The Biafrans can coordinate and protect themselves. And you see, if Nigeria was a country, these regions were supposed to be those who will be contributing soldiers into what they will call Federal Reserve, which means you will be seeing the batches of Biafran trained soldiers who understand the terrains of, you know what I mean? They will be contributing them into the Federal Reserve to defend whatever is called the integrity of Nigeria, if Nigeria was a country. But Nigeria is so corrupt, that those who were supposed to scream if they understand the consequences of this, that Nigeria is so corrupt that criminals who wants to go out there and commit crime, 80% of them are sponsored by the politicians, by the policemen, by the military. Because how many times have you seen them? They say, oh, our weapons were supplied by a member of Nigerian police. Oh, we arrested some armed robbers, they were policemen. Oh, we arrested some kidnappers, they were Nigerian soldiers. And that is why the loss of the loss of indulging them is so huge that we can pay with our lives, because some have already been paying with their lives. If Nigeria was working, the DPO, the police division, what have you, the commissioner of police, everyone that controls security in Yorubaland, in their different communities, they will be from those communities. And that is when you can, because they say every security or insecurity is local. Before you can rob in Ibadan, the people who are supposed to keep Ibadan safe, they are aware. Because, you know what? You and I, we can't just say, you know, we need money, oh, let us go and rob. I don't know how to carry gun, and I don't know probably how to shoot a police or what have you. So you figure out that starting from the bank that they are robbing their bullion van, to the armed robbers that are coming to rob, the policemen on duty that day, the route that they are going to pass, the policemen on patrol on that route that day, as well as whoever is actually going to supply the weapons, which is likely going to be a civilian. All of them work hand in hand to commit those dangerous crimes. And now that their election is coming, right, it is expected to escalate. So if to say everybody is manning their own community, from that moment, at least when strange people come into your community, either to rent hotel, or they are moving some suspicious equipment, or a suspicious vehicle comes into your community, since that is your community you've been living where you grew up in, and you are a police officer, what would you do? You will raise the alarm and you will curb the crime before it even happened at all. That's what they do in this country. And they say some people suddenly they were visiting a gun shop, like in America now. If they say, people are visiting gun shop, you will realize that from those who are monitoring everybody, CCTV camera everywhere, yeah, to those who are the engineers who are going to be analyzing images, to those who are going to be sharing intelligence about whether it is drug run, whether it is gun run, whether it is human trafficking, all these things happen within communities. And because Nigeria's security system is a pseudo fraudulent system that doesn't really represent anyone but the system itself. And the system doesn't represent you, does it? So therefore, community policing is a no-no. So if you have your community, if I am a police officer and I grew up in Odogbolu, and within that jurisdiction, I become a divisional police officer, DPO, and I have a team of a crack intelligent team who work on different things. When they see strange people moving about, they will talk. Armed robbery that happened in Ibadan today, they did not plan it last night. It is a plan that has been in the pipeline for God knows how long. But because Nigeria has no security, everybody is just trying to wait. Now God, they protect us, Baba. Abi, even the police officer himself, he has no plan. The police force he's working for, they have no plan. When they hear pak, they say that gun, those guns are powerful than our own. They will run for their lives. They have no sense of community. They have no sense of service to the people that they are living with. Because tomorrow they can get transferred to Kogi. That is why when they commit crimes, when police officers commit crimes, and they want to shield him, they transfer them from that community. They can transfer them to Zamfara. If you want to have a case against him, go to Abuja. By the time you go to Abuja 2-3 times and you consider the cost, you will not go back again. The police officer will be let off the hook. He will continue his crime elsewhere. But when community policing is put in place, which was what we expected of Amotekun, it is through community policing that they will get to know that people who come from different communities, they know their terrains. When they see strange faces, when they see strange movements, they will report them. What will they do? They will act on them. That means they can prevent a crime from happening. They can prevent a crime before they happen. That was what Yoruba would have been like. And that is what Nigeria is denying us. Okay? And that is what the likes of Tifnumbu and gang, they promised the Yorubas. They said they were going there if APC, Egbekegbe, comes to government, that they were going to restructure Nigeria, that they are going to create state police, that they are going to do blah, 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 blah. So when they got there, Bokwari is now asking, I don't even know what they mean by restructuring. What do you mean restructuring? What restructuring? They are now asking about what is restructuring. State police, community policing. They said, if you put the state police, the governors will start acting anyhow. If that is your fear, if they were sincere, then don't put the state police under the state government. Find another body to handle them. Make them independent. Let them be on their own. Fund them. Let their funding also be independent. There are ways to make all of that happen. But you know what? They had no plan of creating any community policing. In fact, creating community policing will also curb the politicians and their crimes. Do you know that? As you are watching this video right now, so many court groups, court boys, court girls, every one of them, they are grouping them in every state in Nigeria right now. They are putting them together. They are different political parties, different political aspirants. Okay? They are buying guns. They are ready to commission them for different things because of this coming election. So if you have a state police, if you have a community police, all these nocturnal meetings, all these secret meetings that are going to put your lives in danger, because that's what they do to you. When they do all their secret meetings that they do in different hotels, that's what they do. They do their meetings in different hotels. Yeah, you will know. They will say they are meeting honorable there. The deputy governor is meeting with so group there. You know all those meetings. They happen in different big hotels, small hotels, community hotels, township hotels, everywhere. They hold these meetings in the middle of the night. If you have state police who are not responsible to any politicians, all of these things will disappear. All these ritual killings, all these ritual kidnappings, they are kidnapping people for, killing people for power. All of this nonsense that are going on, the state and community policing that is not controlled or funded by any political office or whatever, anywhere, will stop all of that. It's not just stopping, because you see, the people that really commit the grievous crime in Nigeria, they are the politicians. They are the politicians. Because if you commit a crime, there is always a resources. There's always resources to get you and catch you. That's the power of government. But when that power is now whittled down, and you see criminals getting away with a lot, yeah, it simply means the power is compromised. So it is them, the politicians. But if you have a community policing, where people, everybody, you from Ogbomoso, now from Ogbomoso you join the police force. That is from where you grow in rank, and now you are the one in control of security of Ogbomoso. If they are bringing guns to Ogbomoso, you as a DPO, as the one in charge of security of Ogbomoso, would you not use your resources to have them arrested? Of course you would. Because you will see your brothers and sisters. If you grew up in Ibadan and you ended up being in charge of the security of Ibadan, you will do everything to defend Ibadan. If you come from Ondo, if you come from Ijebu, if you come from anywhere, and you grow in rank to be in charge of the security of that place, except if you are corrupt, you will use everything to defend the place. But when you look at those who are parading themselves as your security agents, they are just official criminals that once in a while, when they try to make an example of them, we have arrested the police officers that collected money from you. Say, yes, that's a good one, social media, thank you. Then they continue to rob the others that you will never probably get to know. But if you have your own, if we have a Yoruba nation, for example, let me even put this in this context of what you have now. You see, the politicians you have in Yorubaland, they know the insecurity. They are the insecurity. If anybody rob anywhere and they get away with it, the politicians are behind it. And since I have been growing up, I have been aware of this, where politicians, as we speak, it's not because they have a lot of money, but they always live larger than life. The access to public purse is like access to their feeding bottle. You can't take it away from them. And that is why one Nigeria served that. If Yorubaland is autonomous and is not answering to anybody, a community policing, forest rangers, you see the Amotekun you have there, we will likely not call them Amotekun in Yorubaland. We will call them forest rangers. Forest rangers are armed to kill, especially if you should turn your gun on them. Forest rangers, Yoruba forest rangers would have gone after, they would have been, would have sent them after all those who are making life hell for our people in different communities in Yorubaland. We won't need the Nigerian security, okay? We will not have to need their support. Are you with me? Having our own autonomy means that we can acquire our own weapons officially. We can sign treaties with different friendly countries all over the world and acquire weapons. We can develop weapons ourselves to defend Yorubaland. We can develop technology. We can do a lot of things that Nigeria cannot hinder. That's the advantage of us. And that is what the politicians you have right now, that is what they should be fighting for. Nigeria didn't give that. The other day, they said that the people who were kidnapping people on Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Onigari area, that they arrested them. Let me see if I still have that clip. Give me a sec. In Yorubaland, where they started making life a hell for some of you who are travelers, especially along Lagos Ibadan Expressway. They said they caught these guys expose.
Yeah, these are the suspected kidnappers at the Onigari axis along Lagos Ibadan Expressway. They have been arrested by the Oyo State Police Command. All right.
No, that's it. You remove this one. That's it. This is that woman. Okay, woman in person. I don't tell her say don't carry. No. I don't remove that seat. Well, up the other side.
Now, the reason why you have to see that video is this. Those are the arrested kidnappers along Lagos Ibadan Expressway. They arrested them days ago. It's not recent. But I just wanted to share that video with you to know that what I have been saying along that route, every time we have the opportunity of, grabbing any visual or print evidence of these happenings, right? It is just to send a warning to every one of us that even if politicians tell you that this is being exaggerated, that they are not as bad as they say, but the point that they exist, as rubbish, how they try to rate it. So what I suspect is this. We know that the Fulani terrorists have currently overrun Yorubaland. The danger is there. These kidnappers are there. They kidnapped a brother of mine and they collected over 3 million naira. He was just traveling between Odogbolu and then, Ibadan. Then he got to Ogiri, where he got kidnapped. The same Ogiri was where 6 people who were coming back from a party in Ibadan got kidnapped as well. So they exist. However, as politicians try to deny them or try to underplay them or underplay the danger to so many of you, I have it on record that, you see, this level of kidnapping is also going to escalate more than what you have ever witnessed before. You can take my word for it, or you can ignore it until when it happens, possibly not to you, but maybe to you, so that I can easily use yours to warn other people as well. Politicians, when crime, let's put it this way, when a criminal activity lasts so long that it defies all solution or every possible solution or reasonable solution, then you must tell yourselves, even if it's hard for you to believe, that the reason why it is defying solution is because the politicians are involved. And when I say politicians, I'm talking about those who are in government and those who are not in government, because as we see now, weaponizing every opportunity that can create further fear, which is the primary source of their power in the first place, fear and fear. How can they generate fear? How can they make money from fear? This is how they do it. Fear. It is going to escalate because they will need money. Bank robberies will also escalate. Bullion van hijacking will escalate. And so many other criminal activities will escalate. And the reason why they will all be at their topmost this time is because the politicians are desperate now for money. When it comes to money rituals as well. Now, it is sad that we know that all these things are going to happen. Then we turn on ourselves, say, who should we turn to ask for help? In this case, right, you have nobody to turn to, but to yourselves. What you do for them every 4 years, which has brought this desperation this much, They know that Nigeria has sunk so much that whoever is going to pull Nigeria out, in fact, we never want to go into any spending spree to become the president of Nigeria. Never. Whoever, they know that Nigeria is in deep hole, that anyone or any group of people who really want to save Nigeria, yeah, they will not go on spending spree like Tifnubu wants to do, as you all know. Thank you very much for that, Sister Ojora Elizabeth. So, every 4 years that you validate the continuation of this madness, is every 4 years given to them to kill you or to Nigeria, for Nigeria to happen to you. They know that insecurity, economy, name it, everything that is wrong with Nigeria started with the fraudulent 1999 constitution they put together that said we Nigerians. We never said we Nigerians. Never. There was never a time that we had a referendum that said we Nigerians or 1999 constitution. They know it. The moment that constitution is binned, the moment Nigeria is renegotiated, from that moment, the interest of becoming president of Nigeria will no longer be attractive. The reason why everybody wants to be president of Nigeria, and they don't really give a damn whether you are safe or you are not safe. We are talking about a physical danger now. What about the psychological danger, the economic danger that they are putting you into? That has run so many people. Many people don't get mad as we speak, but they don't know with what Nigeria has turned them into. So the moment you get to that stage and they say, let everybody hold their own side. And this time around, to even do it is even easier now. It's even easier now. Okay. You see, one thing about women, I'm coming back to the process of reviewing Nigeria, and when Nigeria is reviewed, it will no longer be attractive for anybody to want to be president of Nigeria. I'll come back to that quickly. One thing I have learned about dealing with our women is this. When I call women or mommy or mama and all of that, I just do that once when I'm talking, you know. After that, I prefer to call our women ladies. Whether you want to say young ladies, and then the advanced ladies, I use those because I feel better that way. But our mommy Elizabeth Ojora, I will call you mommy once in a while then, if that is cool. Sorry, deviating once in a while is also good for us not to be sounding like robots. Oh, why is it sounding like robot? It's just talking. Thank you. Meanwhile, for those of you who have actually joined me so far, I have over 1,000 of us on YouTube right now. And as we speak, only 300 of us have actually dropped their own offerings to say, oh, Mayegun, I did service tonight. I am watching this now. So only 300 people. So you can still take a sec. If you are watching on your device, yeah, if you're watching on your phone, you can just like that video. If you are watching on your TV on a big screen, yeah, at the same time, I think you can just go on your device, on your phone, okay? Go on your phone and then, you know, you will see me there. I should be up there, you know, and then you can like the video. So drop your offering. You've got over 1,000 of you and only 300 people remember that. I just thought I should remind you, all right? And for those of you who have you've subscribed on Mayegun's Diary Political for so long, and lately you barely receive notification. I don't know what happened. They said it is a YouTube algorithm. Whatever it is, I'm going to encourage you, my friends, right? I'm going to encourage you to check your notifications, okay? Check your subscription if you have subscribed onto Mayegun's Diary Political. Check your notification if they actually set up at all. Some of you didn't set anything up. You just subscribed and that's it. So with that, you will never know when Mayegun is on. No, it's very good. And that's the advantage of what we did when my friends, when they crowdfunded for me to start a Diaspora Radio International 2 years ago. So that crowd fund actually upgraded Mayegun's Diary Politico. So you can watch this on a big screen, 75-inch, and the picture will still be like a crisp, perfect. So if you are watching this broadcast on TV, right? If you're watching it on TV, just say "I" in that comment section and tell me, how is it on your big screen? Yeah, that is the quality of a 3,000 pounds camera and a 1,000 pounds lens, which goes for over 4,000 capturing, device. So let me know how it looks on your own big screen, right? Well, that's an innocent deviation. Politicians are grouping, like I said, they are already grouping, warming up. They are going to do this, they are going to do that. You see, people are watching on their own, they are watching on their TV, on the big screen. So if I use my phone, my phone is going to kind of be a bit blurry. And you can tell if you are the type that sits back in your living room and you are watching on that big screen. The reason is because my camera and my lens alone, Baba, is over 4,000 pounds. I don't want to talk about others that goes into it. You got what I mean? So it's an advantage. And we'll keep getting on and on and on and better and better. And I remember when somebody asked me, Mayegun, I want to give you a camera. See, Baba T, if you are watching, because you are the one who promised me a camera. I'm looking for this. There's this camera I'm looking for now. They said it's 7,200 pounds, 7,190 something pounds, right? One day I'm going to tell you about it. So that camera is, okay, sorry. I'll come back to that later. Let's continue. Or let's take a mini break. To my friends, if you haven't really liked the video, you are watching on YouTube right now, you haven't really liked the video, I think you should do. And I will take a single break and I will be back in a minute. Okay?
Please permit me to be your pilot for the new Nigeria.